Let's go. Let's get this thing going on this Saturday night. I am a 24/7, 360. What did I hear somebody say once? Being me is a 24/7 job. That is true. Being me is a 24/7 job. That is why I am here with you live on a Saturday night. I know you're going to be chilling out with me just for a little while. I'm not going to go very long tonight because I do have a big list of things that I want to get done tonight. I love working on the weekends because it's all about driving my business forward on the weekends. But you know what? I take a break from that. I'm just going to clean up a couple of things. I take a break from driving my business forward so I can help you drive yours forward. And that's why I go live here 7 days a week, even on Saturday nights. LinkedIn, the party is there. I'm just checking to make sure I'm live everywhere. And then we are going to get to work. While I'm doing this, get something to write down, get a notepad, and get a pencil handy. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get that. Okay, get your pencil, get your notepad. You're taking notes tonight because come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube, come alive. I'm going to be showing you some really, something pretty interesting tonight that's going to help you. It's going to help you now, right now. It's going to solve a problem you have right now. Like not tomorrow, not next week, now. So we're going to solve that. And I'm just making sure that we are good everywhere, and we are good everywhere. What's up, family on LinkedIn? Nice to see you. I almost said fam. I'm really not a big fan of calling people fam, because that could mean a bunch of different things, like famine. I don't want to call you famine. So I'm going to say family. Hello, LinkedIn family. Nice that you're here. Okay, so tonight we're talking about the number one fastest way to come up with content ideas that magnetize people to you. And that's what I want to share with you today. Now, for those of you who have no idea who I am and you're wondering why the socials keep recommending my videos to you, it's probably because you're an entrepreneur or an expert. So, hey everyone, it's Chris Prouty. For the last 21 years, I have helped thousands of entrepreneurs and experts wildly grow their businesses by helping them attract clients to their businesses through the internet. And I have built an online school that has different classes that teach you exactly what you need to do to attract more clients to your business. Because I want all entrepreneurs to be wildly successful. In fact, I have a mission to change the lives of 10 million entrepreneurs. I hope you're one of them. Just sitting here right now tonight, you probably are. So if you are curious about what it's like to learn from me, I made this link right here. It's proutyclass.com. That is a free class that you can attend with me, and it's coming up this week. And in that class, I'm going to show you the 5 steps to attracting an abundance of clients through social media. It's a ton of fun, and I love doing it. And the people that come to these classes love the stuff that they learn. So will you. Go to proutyclass.com, name, email, send you an invite. Super easy. Tonight, we are talking about how to come up with ideas for content that attract clients to you. So let me just say this. If you're an entrepreneur or an expert, you know that creating content on social media is so important because it demonstrates your authority, demonstrates that you're an expert, and it builds trust with your audience. And when you can do those 3 things, clients just start coming to you. But how do you come up with ideas for content? Because a lot of times it's very easy to just sit and talk about yourself and your own accomplishments and your own stuff. But your clients don't want to hear about that. Your prospects aren't as interested in you as you might think. And we all wish that everyone was interested in us, but it's not the case. Your prospects and your clients are interested in the transformation that you can provide them. That's the kind of content that you should be creating. You should be writing educational content that answers the burning questions that your prospects have. When you're able to do that, that's when you open up yourself to your market and reveal yourself as the sole source for the solutions that they are seeking. And then your clients step out of the shadows and feel the calm in the chaos of social media because you're demonstrating that you can help them. So how can you possibly come up with these great content ideas? I'm going to share that with you right now. But before I get to that, really quick, if you're new to my social media, if you're new to my channel, now would be a genius time to click the subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications so that you get an alert every time I create a video like this about growing your business. So let's get to this. I am going to share my screen with you. I have a couple of browser windows open that I want to share with you, and I'm going to show you step by step, very, very easy, how to come up with these content ideas. Because most people are just drawn to what's easy, and what's easy is writing about yourself and your own stuff. And when we move away from that, we become more prospect-centric, more client-centric, and that's when people start coming to us. Okay? So break your addiction to the likes and the comments about what it is that you're doing and invigorate your desire to help people, and do that with content. This is so unbelievably easy, yet it's amazing and shocking to me how few people actually do what I'm about to show you. So let me share my screen with you really, really quick. What's going on? That's it. Shared a video by accident, me walking around on the beach. So I just shared my screen with you, and what I have is a browser window open right here, and I have Google open. And I have 3 different tabs open on Google because I wanted to show you that you can do this for anything. No matter what you do, you can do this. So if we look at my browser, I did a quick search for intermittent fasting. And let's imagine now, I'm here to help you attract clients, but I'm putting myself in the position of, say, a health and wellness coach who helps people with their diets. So let's say that we're looking at intermittent fasting as the niche that we specialize in, or that you specialize in. So all I did was I went to Google and I typed intermittent fasting, and I'm looking at the first page of results. Here's how you come up with content ideas. Look at the top 10 things that Google produces, the top 10 websites that Google produces. Look at the titles of that content to get your content ideas. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to scroll down through here. I'm skipping the ads. And this first one, intermittent fasting. What is it and how does it work? So you could break that into 2 different pieces of content for social media. The first one could be, what is intermittent fasting? And then you could write a couple of paragraphs on that. Then the next one, how does intermittent fasting work? So right away, the very first result can give you 2 different content ideas. Let's go back to my full screen. I want to share with you why this is so very important. Google is showing you the results that most people are looking for. Google's not arbitrarily picking websites to show you. Google is showing you the top 10 websites that give people the information that they're seeking about the topic that you searched for. So if you can leverage the billions of dollars that Google uses to figure this out in an instant for the content that you create on social media. All you have to do is search for the topic and then look at the top 10 results, look at the titles, and be inspired by them. We looked at the first one and we got 2 different content ideas. If you helped people with intermittent fasting, you could create content just based on those 2 topic ideas. You could create written content, a video, a social media card. You could create a short. You could create a slide deck that you could use for this. Can you see just with one of those topics, 5 different ways of answering it, then 5 with the other. So just in that very first result, we have 10 pieces of content. If you're posting once a day, 5 days a week, or once a day, 5 days a week, that's going to give you 2 weeks worth of content right away, just from that one. Let's go back over there, take a look at some other ones. So here, Intermittent Fasting 101, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. So what I would do is, there's no question there, but I would turn that into a question. Can a beginner do intermittent fasting? Then you answer that question. 5 intermittent fasting methods reviewed. So you could do, what is the best intermittent fasting method? It's 23-1, by the way. For those of you who know anything about intermittent fasting, 23-1 is the best way. That's what I do. Intermittent fasting, what are the benefits? So here's 5 pieces of content for you. What are the benefits of intermittent fasting? Again, written, video, short, image, slide deck, on and on and on and on. TikTok pointing in the air, dancing around. Don't do that. So there's another one. 5 tips to start intermittent fasting. So turn that into a question. How do I start intermittent fasting? Next, intermittent fasting, the science of going without. So then your question is there science that backs intermittent fasting? So just by looking at, oh, and then here we go, the positive news continues about intermittent fasting. So is intermittent fasting good? There's a question. And now, just from this alone, we've come up with like 60 pieces of content in just a matter of minutes. And there you are, for whatever reason, writing about you and your stuff when you could be answering the burning questions that your prospects have. Look, you come to me because you want to attract clients to your business. I'm showing you exactly what to do here. Look at this stuff, create content about this, watch how people respond. Watch your prospects come out of the woodwork. All right, so next, let's imagine that you work in the travel industry. I did travel to Miami. Let's see what's going on with travel to Miami. Okay, so there is a Miami Beach guide, not very good. Travel guide for Miami, not very good. Things to do, vacation ideas. 2 pieces of content right here, 5 pieces each. So what are the best things to do if I travel to Miami? What are Miami Beach or Miami vacation ideas? Write content about that. Make videos about that. Here we go. Hey, of course it's going to come up if you're traveling. So you would turn this into a question, and the question would be, are there any travel restrictions to Miami? They're not. They're not. What are the top things to do in Miami? Ready for this? What should I see when I travel to Miami? What should I do when I travel to Miami? How can I save when I travel to Miami? So right away there, 15 pieces of content that you can come up with. So there's a month's worth of content based on this alone. I mean, you want to go crazy, go to page 2 of search results and see what shows up on page 2. You're going to get even more. So if you help people solve a problem, stop writing about your stuff. Start writing about the questions that they have. Here, I did something that was a little more broad. Be a better leader. Let's see what we've got here. 10 tips for becoming a better leader. You could do that. You could create 10 pieces of content on being a better leader. 5 modalities for 10 pieces of content. That's 50 pieces of content. If you're posting 5 days a week, now you've got 10 weeks of content from this alone. There are only 50 weeks in the year, 52 weeks in the year. You don't need to do this much to come up with an abundance of great content that's going to drive people to you. Becoming a better leader shows up twice. So becoming a better leader. I would use that language. How to be a better leader. There you go. How can I be a better leader? Can anyone be a better leader? Can I become a great leader? This is all the content that you need right here. Everything is right here for you. In more ways, skills. What skills do I need to become a better leader? What makes a good leader? That question's asked right there. My friends, I'm telling you, instead of spending all of this time writing about you and getting off on the likes and the comments that you're getting, look, I've said it before, you can't put likes and comments in the bank. You can try. I've tried. They don't take them. They don't put them anywhere. They just laugh at you. You know what you put in the bank? You put money in the bank. You know how you get money? You give people a transformation. You know how you demonstrate you can give people a transformation? You answer the questions that they have. How do you know what those questions are? Follow those steps. Piece of cake. Free. It's free. It's right there out in the open for you. And we're leveraging the power of Google to tell us the most common searches that people are making in our topics. How incredible is this, right? How incredible is this? It's all there for you. So if you create that on your socials, it's going to work. Watch my video on consistency. You must do this consistently. You're not going to post once and get a windfall of clients, or twice, or 3, or 4, or 7 times. You've got to show up consistently week after week after week. It takes 3 weeks, 32 exposures before someone takes action. Remember that. 3 weeks, about 30 exposures, 32 exposures we find in the research before someone takes action. They're not going to take action the first try. Especially if you're doing something like weight loss or you're doing health and wellness. People do not want to take action on health and wellness. They would rather be lazy. You know it. If you're in health and wellness, you know people gravitate towards lazy. I have no idea why. Show them that you're there to answer their questions. They're going to take action. Okay, so there you go. Now, right now, you can go start answering the burning questions that your prospects have and demonstrate yourself as the authority, the expert. Build the trust. When you have those three things, they're just going to come to you. And I know you can do it. You know how I know you can do it? You're an expert. You already are an expert. You wouldn't have made it this far in the video if you weren't. Amateurs, well-meaning amateurs, they signed off at minute 1. You're here. You can do it. Imagine if I sat down with you and I asked you a question about what you do. You'd be able to talk to me for a half an hour about it. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is go onto social media, write 3 sentences, 4 sentences, 3 paragraphs, or make a video. Take your phone, hold up your phone, make a video. If you're good at making video, do what you're good at and answer the questions that your prospects have. I know you can do it. So go do it. And if you want more guidance on this, come to my class. It's my free proutyclass.com. I made this link just for you. Come to proutyclass.com, register for that, hang out with me for like an hour, hour and a half this coming Thursday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, live. Ask me questions, get guidance, let me help you. We have a great time. I have so much fun teaching it, and the people that are there have so much fun learning. I even get people who are my competitors showing up into this thing and hanging out with me. And they learn too. And I'm very happy about that. That's great. Okay, so do that. Go here right now, sign up, and I'll see you on Thursday. In the meantime, you've got some great content to create. You know what to do. So I want you to do that right now. Go over to Google, put in your niche, get those top questions, start creating that great content that's going to demonstrate you as the authority. But remember, consistency over time is what you need. So please don't forget that. For the people who are here on YouTube, this next part is only for you. Everything that I've just shown you is so important, but it might not be the most important thing for you right now, which is why I created this video right here that you can click on. It's going to help you get more clients. And if you click on my face, you can subscribe to my channel and get alerts every time I create a new training just like this. That was only for the YouTube people. All right, I'm checking in on the chat. I was ignoring the chat for a while. I just want to see who's here. And I see Kamal is here. Thank you so much for being here. Kamal is a virtual assistant and is checking in on the LinkedIn feeds. I'm so inspired that you were here. There's a big crowd over on LinkedIn. Always at night on LinkedIn, the big crowd. I love you guys. I'm so glad you were here. I'm checking in on Facebook. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody on Facebook. And then I'm just going to check in the chat in YouTube, make sure there aren't any questions. And then Hassan is over there. How to promote your business on LinkedIn. All right, so let me just, here's what I'm going to do. Hassan, you've asked that question. I'm going to answer that question in another live. Actually, I'll just do a screenshot of that so I don't have to write it down. How to promote your business on LinkedIn. I mean, seriously, if you want to promote your business on LinkedIn, go to my YouTube channel. Just search for my name on YouTube. I'm all over there. I have video after video after video on how to promote your business on LinkedIn, but I will do a live for you on that coming up this week. In the meantime, I'm here 7 days a week. I have another topic scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with that. And I thank you so very much for spending your time with me tonight, especially LinkedIn. Parties over there on LinkedIn. All right, Kamal, I'm so very glad you were here. Thanks for being here. Love seeing you. And that wraps it up for